The eThekwini Mayor Mxolisi Kaunda says the city is ready to welcome thousands of holidaymakers ahead of the festive season. Several beaches have been seen have seen multiple closures over the past year, and this is due to ongoing sewage spills into rivers, which was caused by malfunctioning wastewater treatment plants. Let's get an update now from our reporter, Karinda Jagmohan, who has just come out of a briefing with the mayor of eThekwini. Karinda, good morning to you. So, the mayor, I'm sure he must have said that eThekwini is ready to welcome visitors this coming festive season, but is the city really ready to welcome visitors? Are the beaches clean, for example?
Good morning, Holly. Well, indeed, that was much of the discussion today. I'm just standing next to the camera, firstly, to show you some of the fun that's happening at the Blue Lagoon swimming pool here. These children are the very first crowd to swim in this pool after it was closed for more than a year. This popular kiddies pool near Blue Lagoon, which is a recreational area for the city, was closed in December last year at the height of the festive season because sand had blocked some of the pipes here in the wake of the floods that occurred months before that. We heard today, and this briefing took place just aside this swimming pool, where we heard from the mayor the fact that 34 out of our 37 swimming pools have been opened. Some of the major swimming pools are at the Durban beachfront. Those popular swimming pools, are still under repair, but the mayor says those will be opened by the 15th of December, that public holiday that we're having, and ultimately marking the start of the festive season. Now, 24 out of our 27 beaches are open. You know that over the past year, beaches were closed, then reopened multiple times because of the sewage leaks that have been happening constantly. For years now, actually, it has been a concern, but we hear now that there's water testing happening, and in fact, if you visit the eThekwini Facebook page, you would see that they post these statistics or these details and results frequently now, weekly, following the devastation we saw earlier this year and last year with regards to those sewage leaks. So what you see is that in most cases the beaches are clear and clean. There are some issues where rivers are concerned, and those rivers that are linked to wastewater treatment plants that are malfunctioning. We hear that work is underway to fix some of the sewage plants. So essentially, the mayor painting a picture of a city that is working as we approach the festive season. But of course, as we see more influx of visitors, another concern is with regards to crime. And we did ask the mayor about this major concern that we have, where we see crime escalating in the city. And so he says that work is being done now to deploy more troops on the ground in terms of Metro Police officers and the police as well. We also hear that community policing forums are going to be capacitated in terms of assets, in terms of gear as well. We also heard from the Durban Business Chamber, who said that they would be on board with regards to helping the city. So now we're seeing more for cooperation between these two entities. What we hear is that hotels on the beachfront of the city will assist the city with regards to cleaning up the beachfront, because while sewage is a concern, another concern is really the state of the beaches themselves with regards to the waste, the litter that's strewn across the sand. Not a comfortable place to enjoy your December holiday or to enjoy the beach. So hotel, private companies, businesses say they will hop on board with regards to assisting with resources there. Now, this media briefing today was not a launch of the festive season campaign for the city that will happen closer to December or during December. This was essentially just to discuss the various assets, the various infrastructure that will be used during this time. And the reason why this is critical for eThekwini, for Durban, is because it plays a major role in our economy. This festive season, where we see a number of influx of visitors from Gauteng, Oli, if you'll come through, it is because you see influx of visitors to enjoy the warm beaches. And the major concern by residents, by businesses, is that these beaches have not been maintained. The Durban Business Chamber also gave not essentially a warning, but an encouragement to the city to ensure that constant maintenance is underway of beaches, because it is this very asset that assists with regards to the local economy, keeps local businesses thriving during this festive season. When especially see some pop-up stores for this time, those businesses must be protected, says the Durban Business Chamber of Commerce. And essentially, of course, when you see the sites before you, you also want to ensure that you, as you see the kiddies here who've just moved to the next pool, you want to ensure that they can enjoy this time, that visitors who look at Durban as a playground for the festive season actually are safe. They don't go away feeling sick. We saw some of those reports last year where there were concerns that people who were using the Mhlanga beaches were feeling unwell because of the sewage leaks that happened there. Right now, it seems those beaches are clean and clear to use. But of course, we are going to keep a close eye with regards to what's happening here. And another concern is that when there is heavy rain, early you'll see that the beaches are left with a muddy color because of the sand deposit into those beaches. And that heavy rain also impacts the city's wastewater treatment plants, which have been malnourished, or which have not been maintained to the point of where it can be protected against heavy rains. So we are going to look at how these January rains are going to affect our wastewater treatment plants that have already been under strain for many months. But right now what the city says is that they seem to be ready, and that by December 15th, they say all beaches are expected to be open, but they will be transparent with regards to the state of beaches via their social media platforms.
Karinda Jagmohan, thank you very much giving us a very, very detailed update there on the back of the briefing by the eThekwini Mayor Mxolisi Kaunda.